On everybody, welcome back to my brand new channel, Battle Cage, where we focus on combat sports and everything in it. Today we're breaking you down a fight that is going to be absolutely entertaining. We got Lopez taking on Kambosos. The fight is taking place tonight, November 27th. So I know this is kind of a last minute, but you know what they say, it's better late than never. Currently, let's look at the lines. The current line breakdown is as follows. If you take it straight ML money line, Teofimo Lopez is an extreme favorite, an overwhelming favorite actually, minus 950. As you can see, the lines are provided by FanDuel. Disclaimer: I am not sponsored by FanDuel, so don't think I'm being paid for this. Don't get it twisted. This is all straight facts over here. Just happens to be the platform that I use. George Kambosos Jr. is returning at plus 550. He's a pretty good heavy underdog. The three money line wager with the tie included, which I doubt there will be a tie. Teofimo Lopez can be brought down to minus 700, and George Kambosos will be plus 550 remaining. So yeah, the actual value, if you want, is to actually predict the method of victory for either of the opponent. Teofimo Lopez by decision will give you a plus 300, considering that he will not knock out George Kambosos. If he does and he wins via KO, the value can be brought down to minus 210, and that would be a pretty decent line considering everything, and that would have to be parlayed. Otherwise, it would have to be played heavily. But then you have to, consider all other risk factors. The draw line, again, I don't anticipate it. And obviously, the Disneyland money lines are on George Kambosos via points plus 850. George Kambosos by KO plus 950. So, again, I think just taking George Kambosos a plus 550 money line is good enough, right? I mean, that's just the best you can do. With that being said, let's look at these fighters side by side. So if I had to describe either of these guys just using one word, I think Lopez, the best word is power. And then for Kambosos, I definitely like the word either speed or agility. Both fighters are actually pretty entertaining. If you watch the clips, had the pleasure watching some clips online, doing some tape study breakdown, and I really like both of these guys. They bring a lot of confidence. They bring an undefeated streak. So let's just take a look at these fighters side by side. So we got Teofimo Lopez. He's very young, 24 years old. Shout out Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn, New York. Gotta represent. I'm from Brooklyn myself, so naturally kind of like that. He's an orthodox stance fighter. Current record is 16 wins, 12 wins via knockout, 0 losses. Has a National Golden Gloves gold medal in 2015. And a bronze U.S. Youth National Championship in 2013 in Reno. This is his professional record. His last fight was with Vasily Lomachenko. That's when, he kind of came out and really did his thing. Has a unanimous decision. You can say that Vasily Lomachenko was sluggish, didn't have his best performance, but say what you want, he retained the IBF lightweight title. He won the WBA Super, WBO, and the Ring lightweight titles. So say what you want, the man did his thing, outperformed Lomachenko, and now he is the champion. His challenger, his counterpart in this dance is George Kambosos. The man is, in terms of physicality, they're pretty much the same, 5'9"ish. I believe reach is almost identical as well. Let me take a look. Yeah, so they physically stack pretty well. Not a big difference over there. The Australian-born George Kambosos brings a lot of confidence. He's 28 years old, so a bit of older, so he has a little bit more maturity, I guess. Still a young head. He comes in with 19 wins. 10 of those wins are knockout. Again, I don't necessarily say that he can knock out Teofimo Lopez. I just don't think it will happen. If he is going to win, it's probably going to be with agility. He's going to have to outperform and outpunch Teofimo Lopez 3-1 minimum, because when Teofimo Lopez punches, he comes in blitz combinations, body, body, straight, body, body, left counter, body, body, straight, straight, and a hook in the mix. So Teofimo Lopez is a dangerous fighter. This is taking place today in Hulu Theater, New York City, and it's going to be for the WBA Super, IBF, WBO, and the Ring lightweight titles. Yeah, that's a phenomenal event that's taking place tonight. I wish I could go, but I think the tickets are probably sold out, and they're just pretty pricey at this point. So we're just gonna enjoy it at FanDuel, and play some wagers, and eat some wings. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's look again at what we can find, and let's go back. So another one is to consider would be, will the fight go to distance? The yes is a plus 230. There's an overwhelming consensus, I guess, in the bookies in Vegas that the fight is not going to distance. As you can see, yes, plus 230, no, minus 300. It looks like Teofimo Lopez should be knocking out George Kambosos, but George Kambosos is a tough gun. I don't want to think that he's not. He's very durable. He's tough, and I think he comes in with a lot of intelligence to possibly avoid getting the knockout. So if you ask me, the best value pick will have to be the fight goes the distance, or well, there's actually three picks, right? You can narrow things down. So Teofimo Lopez, if you're on his side, you're looking for a knockout because the money line actually brings you no value. That's where you want to be. That's where I was with Canelo. I took him by knockout, even though it was a late knockout. So you're thinking either Lopez knockout. You're thinking fight goes the distance for the decision, plus 230. That way, who cares who wins? You take that. If you want to parlay the no, if you're very confident in Lopez, that his fight is not going to distance, and you want to take a stab at minus 300, which I don't recommend it, because you might as well be on the minus 210 side. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then finally, it would be the George Kambosos money line in a parlay for your dream fantasy for Lala Disneyland, because I don't see that's happening as well. Although I really like George Kambosos, to be honest. I'll have to be very honest with you. I like his style. I think he's very elusive. I think he brings a lot to the table. Like I said, he's 28 years old. I like the maturity level. That's great. I like the fact that he's been a little bit more active. If you look over here, I'm sorry about that. All right, so you got George Kambosos. That's his fight. The Vasily Lomachenko was a year ago, so he hasn't been in the ring a little bit more than a year, right? More a year. He hasn't been in the ring. All right, so George Kambosos, his last fight was with Lee Shelby, and that was also a year ago. Both guys Yeah, both guys haven't been in the ring for years, so there you have it. My perspective on this would be Teofimo Lopez KO, because money line is just, like, not there. If he is gonna win, he's probably gonna stop him, but um, if the fight goes the distance and you don't know who's gonna win, the plus 230 is a good pick in the parlay. I personally will have two wagers on here to be safe. I'll probably take a fight goes the distance plus 230. That way, either side, whoever wins, I win. If it goes the distance, I cover myself from both ends. And I will take Teofimo Lopez via KO in a second parlay. So those are two of my plays. There's a lot of action happening today, so you can always parlay that. There's tons of basketball. There are tons of college basketball going on, beginning like 10 a.m. So you have a lot of action. You have a lot of football action from college. Pardon. NHL as always. So whatever your picks are, you can always parlay that. And yeah, you could have a really nice day and enjoy. Just a quick side note, there's a Triad Combat thing going on today by Thriller, and that's kind of fun if you ask me. So I probably won't be watching it live, but this is the fight card. You got Frank Mir taking on Puliov, and you got Matt Mitrione taking on Alexander Flores, Mike Perry taking on Michael Seal. So if you're a fight fan, if you're a mixed martial arts boxing fan, this is also happening. This is also pretty good. I think this is like $20 on pay-per-view, or you could get like this. Let me see. Yeah, standalone pay-per-view event, $20. That's not a bad $20 to be spent and enjoy your night. So that's pretty awesome. That's something to consider. And you got the boxing going down. Lopez versus Kambosos. This is going to be a great fight. I stand with my picks. My picks will be as follows. Again, I either take the distance prop, or that way it would cover me, because I don't think George Kambosos is knocking out Teofimo Lopez. I just don't think it's going to happen. But if it does happen, well, shit happens. It is what it is. I just don't think it is. But I do think the best two choices to cover your ass would be either Teofimo Lopez via KO, or fight goes the distance plus 230. Those are the two options. That way you kind of play safe. You are losing some plus money on the underdog, but plus 230, fight goes the distance. Either fighter winning is covered, so that's great. And Teofimo winning by KO is a very, very high probability. And again, if it does goes the distance, you cover your ass with plus 230 versus plus 300. But it's a good safety net, in my opinion, from a wager perspective. So if you're gonna draw up a parlay, consider throwing these two in, and enjoy your Saturday. Once again, that's kind of where I stand. Teofimo Lopez is a phenomenal fighter. Shout out, Brooklyn fighter. That's always great to see someone from Brooklyn making it to to this stage. And George, Australian fighter, he's also very, very good. I like this fight. So it's going to be a very interesting fight, and it's a good Saturday. Stay blessed, stay safe, make that money. Until next time, your boy Saif is out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Come back again. I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed the content of this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Later.